But tonight we're going to also play some Outriders because you know what? I don't think I need any of my items or inventory anymore. So what we're going to do is we're going to play some Outriders and play a dangerous game with the devil and hopefully not lose all of our gear, which is happening to a lot of people. So your on-screen chat doesn't show BTTV emotes. Oh, doesn't it? Oh, maybe not. I'll have to talk to Barry. Maybe he can get that working somehow. That's okay. Is Outriders worth $60? No. Not right now. It's not. No, it is not. It is unfortunately there at this moment in time. There is a massive bug going around that just, and I kid you not when I say this, completely deletes every item on your character and in your bank and no longer allows you to log into that character. This has been a bug that was in the game earlier. They patched it and it got 10 times worse. So, I mean, here's the thing. This game is actually pretty damn fun and I enjoy playing it. I mean, there's a reason I'm booting it up right now. I'm not a masochist. Well, not in this sense, but it's just, I can't recommend it right now. They had an absolute, not only did they have a disaster, this is hilarious. So not only did they screw up technically in the first patch, not only that, with this whole, like, we're going to delete your inventory thing, but they also did a balance where, I kid you not, they took out up to 45% raw damage from builds. And then here's the best part. Stopped talking. After their entire community got set on fire over how much they hated it, they slashed some builds, almost half their damage, and then disappeared like Kaiser Sose. They're gone. No forum presence, no tweets, nothing. They just left. They walked out of the building and they never came back. They tweeted today. Well, did they tweet about the thing? I actually didn't see that. Let me see. I'm gonna look right now. It's probably about the bug, I'm guessing, right? Let's see. Important news. This is 8 hours ago. I hadn't seen this. Earlier today, we applied additional preventative measures on our servers to guard against inventory wipes. They are reducing the occurrences of this issue, but we are continuing to lock into additional countermeasures. A potential prevention method to safeguard yourself if you run into this issue. The moment you notice that your gear has disappeared, immediately force close the game, then reboot it. Should you have encountered an inventory wipe after 9 a.m. or 5 a.m. ET today, please report it on either of these threads. As a reminder, we're still aiming to restore certain lost gear for anyone affected. Full details here. And before that, nothing about, but here's the best part. For the record, it's good they're talking about the technical stuff, but the thing that honestly has caused some of the most ire has been like the nerfs and stuff. It's been a thing. Yeah. Does it wipe your mods? Here's where it gets even crazier. So I don't know if it says it on there, but apparently when they said it in a dev post, and if somebody has a link to this, please let me know. But I think they said in a dev post that when they're going to be restoring people's equipment, they're not restoring the equipment you lost. They're restoring comparable equipment. So because of that, like that one piece of gear that had the perfect sub rolls and the perfect mods you wanted, you might not get that gear back. Yeah. Now, again, that's what chat has told me, and I haven't actually seen that. They're restoring purple's legendaries and not getting the rolls too, says Cookie. Seals says, just be extremely careful with what you show on the moto streams. Everyone knows your name, so they can figure your address. Seals, here's the thing. First of all, the motorcycle streams, I ride significantly far away from my house to do it. But some of the first interviews I ever did on Twitch, like years ago, said my name and said that I was from Durham, North Carolina. And that's like out there. It's out there. So there's nothing I can do about it. Once it's on the net, you know how that works. So that's one of the only reasons I do it, to be honest. if I was still like actually guarding that information, I'd probably never do it. But yeah, unfortunately, that's just how it is. You're a brave man jumping into this game right now. Yeah, well, you know, I figured if I lose my gear, I lose my gear. But yeah, I thought Cohh lived on a private island. I do. It's called North America. I'm actually considering cutting it off from South America, but you know, it's mine. Let's see. No, it's all mine, all of it. Man, I have like nothing to drink up here. This is unfortunate. As long as Cohh plays solo, you should be fine. Fine for the bug. Nope. The bug affects solo people now. Yep. Okay, let's do some stuff. Apparently, what happens is that the bug hits people when the autosave goes through. Actually, let me check the vendors real quick. So what can happen is if your game goes to autosave and as it's autosaving, it crashes, then that's when everything hits the fan, from what I understand. Nah, I really need weapon leech.
Outrider.
Am I out of money?
Guess we didn't make such a bad team after.
Why can't I buy these? Is my inventory's full. Okay. Well then. And is this guy ever gonna update? How long's this game been out? I thought this guy was gonna update every week or something, but I don't think he's ever updated. Which is kind of sad.
Outrider, you gave me the opportunity.
Okay. We're gonna put this back. Those veins, though, I know, right? Oh wow, I got a lot of extra stuff in here. Ooh, ruler of leeches. Not too bad. All right, let's put you back in there. Go ahead and just break down some stuff. Okay, there we go. All right, let's go back to here. Grab all you. Let's see. Okay. I think we're going to break everything down. Oh, I wanted to put these back. Yeah, these are new. Let's get those in there before we break everything down. I'm getting close. Like, I wonder how much more do we have for the chrono suit? We've got boots. I don't have chrono suit pants. I've got the gloves. I've got the body armor. I don't have any of the helmets. I really want to get that helmet that lets you reload when you warp. That would be build changing. That would be so good if I got that. That's like what I'm farming for right now is that helmet. From feedback, the wipe happens if you're using the expedition camp to enter expeditions. The current workaround is to enter expeditions from somewhere else, e.g. Rift Town. Really? Really? I had not heard that before. Okay. Is that really?
Hey, you.
I can do that.
But I always knew you would.
How about we go to Trenchtown?
The garden wasn't what I thought it'd be. Guess the future's never gonna.
Yes, really. Okay. Well, thank you for that. Cool. Does the bug wipe your stash also? It does. Okay, a lot of people in chat saying they heard that too. Well, thank you. That's an easy change to do. Maybe it has something to do since you don't actually have your weapons and stuff equipped here. All right, now again, my build got nerfed into the ground, so I'm still kind of fiddling with it. One of the changes I did make to the build, and actually I should put that in my title. One of the changes I did make to this build is I've switched from perpetual motion reloading to bleed reloading.
Use those pipes to pump it to the caravel. There must be a way to get that system up and running again.
So that's, if you are looking at the build that I'm running, just keep in mind it's a little bit different than what you're going to find on my YouTube. And honestly, I think I like this a little bit more. So thank you, Bamboo. This build right now is kind of nutty. It is. Kind of deleting. You can see my ammo just never goes down. So when they're doing the inventory wipe, you lose all the items you have in your stash? You sure do. Yep. All of it. I loved up Pylo and kind of regret it. Trickster seems way more solo friendly. Trickster's a pretty fantastic solo class. Yeah. It can be a little bit difficult at the early stuff when you don't have the gear, the early expeditions and stuff, but it's a pretty great class. Keep in mind, this is all post-nerf. No, I'm also not on T15, though. T15 makes a big difference. Is this build still viable after nerf? It's still viable for T14s, but I think it's going to need more work for consistent T15s. It's definitely viable for farming, but it's not nearly what it was for, you know, before. How is Cohh even staying connected? I tried this and the solo play disconnected every 5 seconds, causing you to relaunch the whole mission every time. What are you talking about, man? Will my bike rides be on YouTube? Yes, they will be. Rude. Do you intend to change your bikes? Well, I started on a 650 and I'm on the 1000 SX right now, and I love the 1000 SX. I'm getting another bike as an interim between the Arch and my current one. It's a 2022 Hayabusa. But that's probably not going to be like a daily rider kind of thing. Oh shit. And then I'm gonna have my Arch, which is not going to be a daily rider at all. So I don't really know what my plans are for like long-term bike stuff, but I'm really happy on the Ninja right now. It's a great bike. Thanks, Airboy. All right, I think there's a brood mother down here we got to get to. So is this like a first-person shooter ARPG? Well, third person, but yeah, I mean, essentially. Get him bleeding. Yep. Yeah, it's very similar to like it's a looter shooter at heart. So it's huge about loot, huge about builds, that kind of stuff. So this is what Anthem was meant to be in some ways. Yeah. The good parts. Absolutely. The good parts about this game are what they wanted Anthem to be, and it just never made it. It never made it. It didn't have the content. Which is unfortunate because the gameplay was actually pretty fun. Dude, if Anthem had had the 25-hour main story of this game and an actual end game, I bet you people would still be playing it.
Those pumps might clear up.
Like, if it would have actually had the meat that it didn't have, then it wouldn't have become a joke, which is what essentially it is. Anthem is a joke now, which is really unfortunate. It had huge potential. I was saying, dude, I had fun playing Anthem. I'll say it. I don't care what people say. I had fun playing Anthem. Jetting around and flying around, and I loved the mech. And the problem was there was no build variety. There was no depth of any kind. There was barely any side missions. There were no real builds of any kind. Like it was just shallow. It was super shallow. It wasn't like a looter shooter. It was barely an RPG. It was just more like an arcade game. It's unfortunate because a lot of people wanted all those things that I said. A lot of people expected all those things that I said. And because those expectations just weren't met, you know, they wrote it off. Arguably rightfully so. Boop. Oh. HG, I think that was the biggest problem. It's just like parts of Anthem were really cool, but the rest of it was just undeveloped. It just wasn't there. There was no meat at all. It was like a bunch of half-finished ideas that never really got realized. They really thought they could get away with releasing a half-developed game, calling it a live service, and then just expecting people to eat that, you know? The game never got done. And hopefully EA learned its lesson from it. We'll see. I mean, they canned the Dragon Age that they were going to make. So maybe they realized that kind of shit doesn't make money. We know EA loves their money. They prove it every release. Go, go, go. Oh no! Is that like my first reload of the level? think it is. I think I'm still on the very first thing. Uh-oh. I did not manage my stuff properly. Woo! Okay. Did they fix the teleport not working sometimes? Nope. What they did do, though, is nerf my class. So that's good. I'm not bitter about that at all. What? No. What are you talking about? I'm just a bitter old man that yelled at clouds. Gotta get that point blank warp. Damn, dude, I think we were under halfway on the timer. Not bad.
All right, Zahidi. I found.
How did they
one of
nerf
our
Trickster?
pods.
They
And as a
reduced the
bonus,
damage
we
of
can
my
all start
build by
breathing
45%.
Excellent. That water's gonna be a lifesaver, Outrider.
Yep.
I'll be sure to bring people the good news.
I'm only on T14. I'm not on T15. T15 is an entirely different story.
Access granted.
Are you sure you got nerfed? Oh yeah, I can't even do some T15s anymore. I just don't have the damage. Although I haven't tried with this build. I've made some pretty big adjustments, so maybe we could do it now. We'll try a T15 next to see how we do. Yo, where my Legos, bruh? Where my Legos at? No. I forgot to break down my weapons. Boop, boop. Broop. Hope's done. Oh no, my inventory. What I changed in the build? I changed from relying on perpetual motion to a bleed build. So I'm using a particular legendary called a bulwark. And the reason I'm using this is for the ultimate bleeding bullets. You can see there at the top. And then my sub is Killing Spree, which is a really good damage adjustment one. So what happens is ultimate bleeding bullets inflicts bleed every second on the enemy. And then I have this very important one here called Vampiric Mag. Killing shots on enemies afflicted with bleed replenish 50% of the ammo in your magazine. So my gun is bleeding enemies every second. And then every time I kill those enemies, I'm getting 15 more ammo in my magazine. Is that bulwark from Tiago? Did you get it from a drop? I bought it from Tiago, which is why it's a very, very low DPS roll. I've heard these things rolling up to like 98. I think someone in chat said they had a 98. Yeah. Does the dev just have as powerful build, or is the only the ammo skill class? Well, no, they didn't. They nerfed the ammo users, but they nerfed the entire line. Really, what they did is the skill that I use called vulnerability, which applies every time I teleport. they reduce the damage that vulnerability does from 25 to 10%. So there's excuse me, from yeah, no, that's right, from 25 to 10%, so that's 15. And then they went into my class, and this used to give 50% weapon damage, now it gives 35, and this used to give 50% weapon damage, now it's 35. So no, it was 25 to 15. 25 to 15. So it was 15% here, 15% here, and then 15% on vulnerable. So 45% total. Yeah. That's right. Thanks, chat. Yep.
Outrider.
Oh wait, do I show up here after every mission? So I have to travel after every mission? I don't show up wherever I went into the mission in?
Hey, you.
That's too bad.
You did
Man, that's like even worse.
knew you would.
Is my class good for groups for 2 players? I only play solo. So my current build would work with other players, but because I don't, it doesn't rely on me getting the kill shot. Well, actually it does in a way. Yeah. So the thing is any build that relies on you getting killing shots becomes much more difficult to manage in a group situation, especially if you're in a group that has like a Technomancer that's doing a range damage build, because then the Technomancer is just killing enemies all over the place before you can kill them, and that's a huge problem. Because then you're not getting the killing shots, so all the stuff that you're relying on doesn't work. It's unfortunate. Let's try T15 chem plant and see how it goes.
We've been detecting massive energy spikes.
Hard to find good ID. Thanks, bud. Thank you.
The old chemical plant. The last thing I can afford is those monsters generating more
Oh,
power.
Subverse is on the
I
front of
need
my
you to
Steam.
disable
Nice,
their
nice.
operation. Push
I've
your
heard that's
way
a great
through the
game. I should
swamps,
pick that up.
reach
Thanks,
that
Sayori,
chemical
for that, by
plant,
the way.
and terminate any
Shout out to
bastard
Sayori
you
for
find.
that. Thank you. Will there be any predictions this evening? Again, you want to run some predictions? If I successfully complete these, I think would be a good prediction, because we're experimenting. Oh God. Oh, that's bad. Oh my lord. Yeah, see, the HP that these guys get is the problem. Like, it gets to the point where I can't do enough damage. Ooh, a little close there. Okay, there's a wash. A lot of ammo. Oh lord. Hope that wasn't important. Probably was. Oh, Technomancer is still totally broken. Yeah, Technomancers are like, they tried to nerf Tricksters and Technomancers at the same time, and they ended up screwing Tricksters pretty good, like they were hoping. But Technomancers are still like stupidly overpowered. Yeah. Not all Technomancer builds are, but most of them are. Oh god, is there a dude in the stairs? It's the worst ever. Maybe, we'll see. No, I don't think so, actually. Cool. Ow. Shit. Man, I almost had him too.